Hey Foothills family, it has been quite a week. Pastor Ian and I have just come out of a staff meeting where we have been talking about the consequences of this pandemic of the COVID-19 virus that has hit our city. You're probably aware that in the last 24 hours, Alberta Health Services has given us some recommendations on how we can flatten the curve of the pandemic through social distancing. What that means is that they would ask that no gatherings of 250 people or more are taking place, though we actually have been given an exception. What does that mean for us as a church, though, Pastor Ian?
Well, it's been really interesting. We've been having all kinds of conversations with staff, with elders, with leaders, with other churches to find out what's the best practice for us to embrace. And we just feel that we need to abide by the spirit of what AHS is asking. They're the people that know, they're the people that care, and they're the people that have, they've given us this advice to try to get on top of the spread of this virus. So we've made a decision that's not one we've made lightly, but we make it with great conviction and expectation that we are going to not have services here at the church, and we are going to invite people into an online experience of church. And so our services for the foreseeable future, several weeks at least, likely till the end of March and maybe beyond, we'll see. We are going to gather via live stream, and so that's what the plan is.
And we're grateful that we're blessed with the technology to be able to do that. Now, our kids don't usually use live stream, so what does that mean for our children's ministry?
Yeah, so we are creating a Sunday school experience at home, and later tonight or first thing in the morning tomorrow, parents will receive a note from our children's ministry team about how to do Sunday school at home with all kinds of curriculum ideas, questions, passages to read, conversations to have. And we're actually pretty excited that this experience is going to be there. It might terrify a couple of parents, but we really believe that we're going to create a very meaningful discipleship experience for our children that will be delivered. And we want to encourage families to take some time and open their Bibles together and to look and read and ask some questions and pray some prayers and encounter Jesus at home with your children. And we think this is a really beautiful opportunity for our families.
Yeah, and we actually have some unique things coming for our youth as well, who are used to being online all the time, that Pastor Nick and Pastor Andrew and even Pastor Nicole with our young adults are working on to create some virtual experiences for those age groups as well, right?
Yeah, there really is. And we'll talk more in the service tomorrow and Sunday, if you choose to watch it then, a little bit about other programming implications for what we're doing. And it's going to be a quieter season, without a doubt. Many things will not be happening or will be happening in different forms and expressions. And we think it's a great chance for families to gather and connect and to lean into God and discover what this season means for us and how we can best care for our neighbors. So we're kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, so worshiping through a virtual experience is going to feel a little bit different. What are some of the things that you want to encourage our people to do?
Well, I want you to realize that you're not watching church. You're still engaging in what God is doing. So sing when we sing, and pray when we pray, and listen when we speak, and respond as God would prompt you, and hear the voice of God, and have conversation if you're able to share this with family or with friends as you participate in the life of the church. But we just think it's a really, really fantastic opportunity to be able to engage with God in a slightly different way, a different setting. We think of coming to the church, but we are the church. And where we are is where God is. And so we love being together and we'll miss being together, but there's some unique opportunities that will come with us in a live stream engagement. So that's what we want people to encounter God in different places and spaces and ways.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I talk about many weeks when I'm service hosting is how our offering is actually an expression of worship as well. And we know that about half of our offering comes in through the offering plate. Well, you're not going to be here to put your offering in the offering plate this weekend or for the next couple weeks, which means probably a bit of a learning curve on different ways to give. You can always mail us a check or drop a check off at the office. We're going to make another video that shows you exactly how you can walk through the online giving process. I know that we do pre-authorized debit, so our offering comes right off our paychecks. You know, just because we're not here doesn't mean we're not getting paid. So I'm just going to keep giving as part of my regular worship practice, and we hope that you'll do that too. I guess the other thing that we need to think about, Pastor Ian, is how we live as Jesus followers in a time when a lot of people are afraid.
There's a lot of fear. It's a viral fear almost because of the virus. And we want to live differently, and we want to live better, and we want to lead differently and lead better. And so it's a great opportunity for us to be the church. And we're really excited about the chances. We're going to talk about it more tomorrow as well. But we actually think there's going to be incredible opportunities to engage with neighbors, with volunteer organizations that are especially caring for marginalized people and vulnerable people. And we think this is going to be a really unique opportunity for us to be the heart and the hands and the feet of Jesus to a vulnerable population. So we want to respond with concern and with caution, but not with fear or trepidation. We may be a little shocked with all of the news and all of the things that are happening, but we're pretty sure God's not shocked, and that he still has a plan and a purpose for us to be his church. And so we look forward to opportunities to be the church. And we'll talk about it during our services over the next little while. And we'll stay connected. We'll keep talking. Social distancing is a weird phrase that we never heard of until this week. And we understand the need to stop the spread of a virus, but we still need to be connecting, and we're going to try to find unique ways to do that.
Gives us a chance to be creative, and you know that that's what I love. So tune back in with us either tomorrow night live or on Sunday morning to hear more about how we're going to navigate these uncertain times, knowing that Jesus is Lord over all of it.
Thanks, everybody.